Welcome back to the Airport Road podcast presented by Tonique Media. This will be our 16th episode after we had a episode malfunction, technical malfunction on our last one.
It was a great episode too.
It was a great episode. We talked a lot about superhero movies and TikTok and a lot of culture-based stuff. So we wanted that episode to be a little bit more culture-focused. But hey, what can you do? Podcast days for lots of unique staff they're hell days from hell.
We
but
brought
it's
on a
cool.
producer who's gonna fix that, right? He's gonna take care of us.
Yeah. Anyway,
so episode 17, dude. The big 17.
Well, actually, it'd be like episode 20 now. Yeah.
I don't even know.
There's been many lost episodes. Anyway,
kid, we'll be talking about, man.
Well, I don't know, AJ. Let's talk about something that's hot off the presses. GameStop shares right now. The GameStop market is now just booming. What people saw as a dying industry of having a place where you can get video game products and video games, the physical copies, we saw places like EB Games and GameStop start to become more prehistoric, kind of like Blockbuster. Like now you don't have to get the actual physical copy of the game because you can just digitally download it. And everybody online shops nowadays, especially now in this climate. But apparently the subreddit called, I think that's what they're called, or Reddit channel, r-wall street bets, which is more of a meme culture of the stock market and everything like that on Wall Street. They just got together and started investing into GameStop, and shares just rose. So it's been crazy. We just kept seeing it like rise and trading stops and all this other stuff. So we should have invested.
No, there was people losing their shit yesterday because I forgot what it started out as, and then in like 45 minutes it jumped up to like, what was it, 150 or something like that, then dropped all the way back down to $70 again, and people were losing their minds. They're like, shit, I don't know, they thought they jumped on the meme, they didn't get off. So some people went to start dipping below 80, started selling again, lost out their money. And then now it's back up to around 150, 160. I don't know where it's hovering at currently. No, dude, I would never do that, dude. Can we agree that stock? I mean, you do stocks, but I've tried. That's like gambling, dude. There's nothing to it. There really is nothing to it, right?
I do stocks more for like my future. Like what they're doing right now is day trading. Where you're just like, which is basically gambling. But I mean, there's a different style of investing in stocks more for your future, and that's what I do.
So,
like your time.
Jeez. So
I don't know what it's, to be honest with you, but that's what I do.
Yeah, this is This is actually pretty crazy. It was it's down a little bit again. It's hovering around like 147, 148. But I mean, there was, like I said, yesterday, 9:30, it dropped to $88. So I mean, it's close to doubled. I mean, it's projected to go up to 243 at some point. So if you jumped in when it was pretty low, I guess that's good. But there's, like I said, people were, I don't know, I don't get it. It's the meme war. This is a company that closed like hundreds of stores just a couple months ago. Has this sudden surge for what? Just because it's funny?
Well, people hate GameStop too.
Is that why people are jumping up the stock? So what? I don't get it.
I don't understand that either.
They're just trying to be funny.
To my understanding, this is why I would do it. It's like, hey, let's fuck around with GameStop, a company that will give you $5 for your PS3 and then turn it for a profit for like
I definitely
10 times.
Saw those jokes. It's exactly how GameStop works. You buy in. Well, once it was dropping, people were like, you buy in at 150 and they're gonna give you like $5 back for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I've tried, dude. I've tried Robinhood. I think I got some money sitting on Tesla, but stuff like that, like I bought in like $5. That's you got to put up good money to like be invested.
Yeah.
What you got? What's your biggest stock going right now? You still got money out there?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. It's more of like I
Is it a
can't. I
meme?
don't
Is it
know.
a meme thing for you too?
No, I've been doing it for a while, but it's just like it grows over time. So I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I don't even really
What do
look.
you mean by that?
I kind of look at it like once every 2 months. Yeah,
Do you have
at a
money
site
sitting
app.
there, or you're just kind of chilling? What do you got?
No, it grows over time. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know anything. My grandpa taught me about it.
I guess that's
He's all.
why. Yeah, I guess that's just why I don't get it, dude. It's too much for me. It's
Mhm.
stressful. I don't like it. It's gambling. I love to gamble. Okay, we play poker every Saturday. I love that shit. But this is
I
like not a
love
fun gamble.
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I did do is I did buy
Mm.
money into movie theaters like 4 or 5 months ago. I put some into like Cinemark, AMC, and one other. Um, thought this shit would be over by now. I thought movie theaters gonna be opening because it was low. Thought it was gonna boost back up, but there's still no end in sight to this hellhole, is there?
There isn't, bro. But anyway, let's talk about
Hey, real quick, man. Real quick. Happy birthday, dude.
oh,
Happy
thanks,
birthday. By
man.
the time this comes out tomorrow, it'll be your birthday. It's not your birthday yet, so it doesn't. You didn't really seem like you cared
Happy
about that. But hey,
Yeah.
Jacob's
Hey,
birthday,
man.
birthday.
man. Let's go.
Thanks, producer. I appreciate that.
Anyway,
Uh,
what do you want to get into?
it's wild. Um, I don't know, man.
We're paying respects.
Let's pay respects to the one and only Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, man. R.I.P. Yeah.
Let's get into that a little bit, dude. I can't believe it's already been a year. I mean, it's a little more real now, obviously, but dude, that shit was crazy, and I felt horrible. I'll go out and say it. I don't feel this way anymore, but I will put this out there. I was a Kobe hater. I really was. I feel awful about saying that, but I was conditioned for that, man. I'm a Spurs fan. Like, come on, we've had countless Western Conference Finals against them. Like, they were always. There's a rivalry there with Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu days. So I didn't care for the guy, but it's hard not to respect the guy, man. It's horrible what happened. The fact that it was with 8 other people and like his daughter and these little girls trying to go to their get like that. That's just the hard part about it for me,
Mhm.
But no, yeah, we had one of our sports contributors, Zaria Jesse. She put out an awesome piece today, an awesome video. Go check it out on our YouTube channel. It's kind of like a documentary tribute to Kobe. It was awesome.
Hey, real quick, is my cat making a ton of noise?
It's not a ton of noise, but I can hear her.
I couldn't hear.
Okay, cool.
She
Anyway,
messing with
so
something, right?
yeah, she got a new toy, and she's just been messing with
Dude,
it.
I got ours a cat tree today. You got one of
Oh,
those?
nice. Yeah, we have one of those.
This
Yeah.
little bitch was tearing up everything, dude. She tore a hole in this couch underneath. She gets up in there. She'll get like in the back of the chair. You'll be sitting down. And you'll just like she'll push you like that, dude.
Jeez.
Cats are crazy.
Anyway, back on the Kobe topic, man. Yeah, I am a Celtics fan, and the Celtics and Lakers have one of the deepest rivalries in basketball. You know what I mean? Oh shit, there she is. You see her, dude? Crazy, man. Anyway,
Cats
anyway,
reading the
so
sentiment of this story.
yeah, it's like so we beat them in the finals in 2008, right? And then we went and we met them back there again, and he torched us, man. I was so heartbroken. But I mean, the guy, he was like when he was in the NBA, if you didn't like him, dude, he was a villain because he just tore your heart out. At the same time, man, you got to respect greatness because 5 rings. I mean, numerous amount of records. Like that dude, he was our generation's Michael Jordan.
I'll tell you.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you the exact moment I stopped disliking Kobe, and it wasn't when he passed away. It was his final game, dude, at Staples Center. That game where he dropped 61 points, 60 points. I've never seen anything like that, and we've never seen anything like that. We'll never see anything like that again. I mean,
that was probably the most amazing individual sporting thing I've ever seen.
I agree, dude. It's up there like that. I mean, this is a guy who's past his prime. I mean, yeah, he took a shit ton of shots, but I mean that was awesome, dude. Like that'd have been like Drew Brees tossing 8 touchdowns this last, whatever it was, the divisional round, but that's not what happened. But I mean, it was awesome, man. You gotta respect the guy, and it's crazy that it's already been a year.
A year.
Yeah.
I was never really a big Kobe fan, but since because of I'm a basketball fan, and I just respected him so much as a player, as a competitor. But I just remember being in shock. I got a text and I got a tweet shared to me about he was ready to be in that helicopter crash accident. I was just like, there's no way. I was telling myself, there's no way. And then you find out that he passes away, and his daughter and 8 other people, and it's just awful. And I feel like the last year, because of all these other things going on in the world, it's felt really long at times, but it's kind of amazing that it's already been a year. I remember exactly what I was doing that day and how I found out, and I was just in shock.
Yeah, this entire year has, at the same time, dragged on for so long, but just been so fast. It's weird. No, I remember exactly too, man. I remember sitting on the floor in my son's room just reading tweet after tweet, because I mean it was horrible the way it got reported. That the fact that TMZ leaked it before they even called the families of the victims. You know what I mean? That shit was horrible. But so I remember it was all his daughters were with him, his wife and daughters were with him, or maybe it was this daughter. It was it was a roller coaster, man. It was pretty tragic to find out what the actual truth was. But
yeah.
On top of that, man, rest in peace, Larry King too.
Oh yeah, for real, man. Seriously, R.I.P. to a legend. Man, it's crazy that he even still is going on with interviews.
Did you see one of his last interviews with Tommy Segura?
No, I didn't see it.
Do you know who Tommy Segura is?
Yeah, he's a comedian, right? He has that podcast called Your Mom's House.
Yeah. Did you
First of all, why does a grown man have a podcast with that name? That makes me, I don't even like the guy after that.
I like Tommy
I
Segura.
refuse.
He does a podcast with his wife. Did you know that? That's who's the podcast with his wife. She's also a comedian, I believe. But no, it was one of his last interviews. I couldn't tell you when it was, but it was kind of sad to watch. Tommy Segura was being pretty giving and understanding, but he was just kind of he was just a frail kind of older man. Stumbling on those words. It was sad, dude. I agree. The fact that he was continuously doing interviews and whatnot at that age, it's awesome, man.
The century, man.
Greatest
That's great.
ever seen, dude.
Yeah, so man, what a guy. So R.I.P. to 2 legends, man. But hey,
R.I.P.
Let's talk about shit. I don't know. Let's talk about something.
Talk about Marvel, dude. Did you really watch WandaVision, or were you messing with me?
Dude, I'm messing with you.
You're not gonna watch it?
Nate, the only time I'll ever watch anything superhero related is if the last time I did it was the last time you and I went to that one place that serves beers when you can watch a movie.
Yeah, Flick's Brewhouse.
Flick's Brewhouse, and we watched
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Turning the corner, man.
Honestly, man, I'll never go out of my way to watch a superhero movie unless you were like, hey, let's go to the premiere of this movie. Other than that, I'll probably never go. Or You know, I wanted to do that one marathon. Remember, I sent you that list of movies to watch in order.
Hey there, sorry to interrupt your scheduled podcast, but we are just popping in to thank today's sponsor, Tonique Shop. Head over to www.latonique.news/shop today and check out our shopping page. We have an awesome selection of high-end apparel and accessories that you can purchase to support your favorite news site. We have everything from premium Champion sweatshirts, tees, tank tops, joggers, dad hats, and more. Once again, head over to www.latonique.news/shop to select quality items right from our site. Tonique Shop offers tons of styles and colors and has every size that you could need. Just add items to your cart and check out on the website. It's honestly so easy. Once again, thank you to Tonique Shop for sponsoring today's episode, and now back to your scheduled podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been cool.
One a week, right? You start 17 weeks out before Endgame. Yeah, but you didn't do it.
Yeah.
You'll never do it, bro. And I mean, you're too far gone. You can't just jump into.
I know, dude.
Maybe you could. I mean, this show's pretty obscure and different, but I mean, it takes a little bit of. It's at the point where the more you know, the better, but you don't have to know it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, me and you, we got Harry Potter. We're both Harry Potter fanatics. So
Harry Potter's great.
They're gonna make, well, it's rumored, but they're gonna make they're supposedly gonna make an HBO
live
series.
action.
Yeah. In that universe, dude. I don't know if we've ever talked about Johnny Depp being replaced as Grindelwald.
Yeah, we did.
I'm still pissed about it, but I don't think it was decided.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because of those stupid allegations with his ex-wife Amber Heard. So they pulled him out of the movies. But the guy that they replaced him with,
allegations.
They're allegations. They're not true. That's what I said. But I will say the guy that they picked to replace him is pretty. I like it. It's Mads Mikkelsen. You guys know who that guy is?
Phil Mickelson?
Mads. 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 He's in a lot of stuff.
I don't know who that is.
He played the bad guy in the first Doctor Strange movie. He was Hannibal. He was in Rogue One. He's been in a lot of stuff. So he'll be playing Grindelwald now. So that'll be kind of interesting. We'll see.
I mean, Johnny Depp's one of my favorite actors of all time.
I don't like
him.
Really? He's one of your favorite actors of all time?
Yes. Why? Him. Dude, I could go on all day.
Go on. Let's hear it.
Okay.
I'm genuinely curious. I don't see the appeal with the guy.
Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze. 4 top dudes. Yeah.
All 4 guys you named, minus Patrick Swayze. I haven't seen him in too many movies, so I can't comment on him. But Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves, I love Keanu Reeves, but Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves, Johnny Depp, those are guys to me that I always consider them like they're all actors that are the exact same in every movie.
Okay,
Keanu maybe not, but I always think of Brad Pitt and Keanu as like quiet actors. There's some of those lead actors, for some reason, they just don't like talk a lot. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like they don't talk a lot. They don't show expressions or anything like that.
Dude. Okay. All right. I can tell. I'm getting heated right now. Okay, and this is the reason.
Getting red.
So this is. I'm not talking about their movies that they make now, because that's what I'm thinking. They're getting more into their they are prominent actors, household names. They don't really have to do much nowadays. But in the 90s were the pinnacle. It was the pinnacle decade for these 4 actors. All right. Now, Johnny Depp, right? What's Eating Gilbert? Great movie. I mean, here's another one that we all know: Pirates of the Caribbean, dude.
He was great in Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's the only thing I like him in, and he's not even gonna be in the next one. But even that got stale, dude. Come on, they've got 5 movies out? Like 1, 2, maybe 3 was good. the other ones are okay, but like it's just run that shit into the ground, man. And I really feel like it's affected his overall vibe. Like, I mean, he's Johnny Depp, dude. Like, Willy Wonka.
Vegas, my favorite movie.
Huh?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Never seen that because like that's what I'm just saying though. His new movies outweigh his old movies. Your cat's dropping it. Dude. Scared the shit out of me.
Here's the thing: it's like a lot of these movies that I've watched in the '90s were like, I mean, some were before I was even born, or all of us were born. There's this stuff you kind of had to go back. Like Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze's best movie together that they were co-leads in, Point Break. Did you guys ever watch Point Break? Not the new one.
I was just about to say the new one. Yes.
Of all fucking time, man. Best movie. Okay, they're bank. Okay, Johnny Utah. This is where Keanu Reeves plays his character, right? Now he's this old All-American quarterback from Ohio State, right? Shattered his knee, blah blah blah. Goes to law school, so he goes into the police force in LA.
I know who Johnny Utah is, bro.
First assignment he gets is he has to investigate these bank robbers. They're called the Dead Presidents. They're like, who are these dudes, right? Well, he finds out they're a bunch of surfers, all right? And this is Patrick Swayze's clan. So he goes and starts surfing. So Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze are like surfing, and he's a former quarterback, and he's an FBI agent, and they like do like skydiving and shit and robbing banks. It's the best movie of all fucking time.
Let me ask you this, dude: Johnny Utah versus Shane Falco. Who's slinging it more?
Oh, dude, Johnny Utah. Shane Falco is like, I think in The Replacements he is which is another great movie. He's more of like an older, seasoned veteran who has to replace the quarterback because I think they're like in a holdout, like a lockout. Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a while, but yeah, Johnny Utah is like a younger character.
Okay, so Johnny Utah versus Alex Moran. Who's slinging it?
Johnny Utah. Dude, no one has anything on Johnny Utah, man.
All right.
It's like
Johnny Utah versus Joe Kingman.
Joe Kingman?
That's the Rock from
yeah,
from that Disney movie.
Dude, Johnny Utah, man.
All right.
You need another fictional quarterback.
I'm trying to think. Johnny Utah versus what's Jamie Foxx's name in that movie?
Willie Beeman.
Did you guys see that movie with Madison Pettis and The Rock? It's like the game plan.
That's what Joe Kingman's.
Yeah. What's his name?
Joe Kingman. He's iconic, dude.
Oh, it is Joe Kingman. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
No, yeah. Willie Beeman. Willie Beeman in the movie called Any Given Sunday. Great movie. I told you to watch it. It's fucking amazing. I would say him and Johnny Utah are pretty close.
Fourth and goal, 2 on the clock, Super Bowl. Who you taking?
Shit, I gotta pick Willie Beeman on that one.
All right, last one. Willie Beeman, Paul Crew.
Ooh, wait, which Paul Crew? Burt Reynolds or Adam Sandler?
No, Adam Sandler, dude.
Yeah, Willie Beeman, dude. Adam Sandler, when he played him, dude, that was hilarious. Burt Reynolds was a perfect
movie, though, right?
It's a good movie, but if you ever watch the original Longest Yard, it's less of a comedy.
There's no way it holds up, dude.
That's pretty good. You gotta respect the classics, man.
I guess since we're talking Paul Crew, what did he go to jail for?
Cheating? He was
shaving points,
games, yeah.
Cheating. All right. Well, speaking of cheating quarterbacks, Tom Brady's in his 10th Super Bowl, dude. How do you feel about that? Honestly, as a lifelong Tom Brady fan,
I'm happy for the guy.
Speaking of piece
You
of shit
know.
quarterbacks, right?
Want him to win another Super Bowl with another team. However, I don't want to see the Chiefs win.
So do you?
I mean, it's
I don't. We may have touched on this, but do you think? Because it's more official now. Do you think Tom Brady, if he wins with the Bucks, do you think that discredits Bill Belichick's legacy a little bit?
I don't think so.
Because I've already seen people say, look, this dude literally just picked a random ass team and said, hey, you want to go to the Super Bowl? I don't think that's the case.
I think that people were forgetting that the Bucks, they were decent last year, but they already had Godwin and Evans. The defense, part of it was good, part of it really struggled, but they signed some guys in the defensive end. They brought in Tom Brady. They have good coaches around him. Like, this team winning 10, 11 games and making a run wasn't ridiculous, because they were an 8-9 win team last year with Jameis Winston throwing 30 interceptions. So it's not like he took the Lions and went to the Super Bowl. Like, they were already decent. They made some other additions.
That's how I feel. Dude, fucking, pardon my language. My dad told me I cursed too much on this. My dad curses like a sailor, man. Anyway, what was I gonna say?
I'm sorry, dude.
No, the Bucks were already a good team. They really were, dude. And they added, like you said, they already had 2 All-Pro receivers. They added their first-round right tackle, who played amazing this year. They added a top 5 pick in, Leonard Fournette for nothing. They added Antonio Brown for nothing.
LaShawn McCoy.
He didn't play. But yeah, they added LaShawn McCoy. I mean, they got all these veterans or all these younger players. They added Gronkowski. All these guys who were just kind of ring chasing. Dude threw 3 picks in the championship game and won. Did you know this is the 3rd time in his career? And I might be misremembering this stat, but I'm going to put it out there like it's facts. This is the 3rd time in his career that Tom Brady's thrown 3 picks in a championship game. I guess it was AFC before NFC. Made it to the Super Bowl all 3 of those times. It's ridiculous, dude.
Well, here's the thing, too. I think a lot of people, like Belichick, one of the greatest coaches of all time, without a doubt. Maybe the greatest, in the modern era. But, watching the Patriots build a roster every single year and seeing their acquisitions and transactions, we saw Belichick focus defense heavy, right? He has Tom Brady. He has Josh McDaniels. He's going to let those 2 do what they do, right? Put some random white guys in the slot and just, highlight them all game long. Short 5-yard passes. I mean, look how many guys' his careers, took off after playing for the Patriots.
Took off
in
in
a
a
bad
way?
Huh?
What do you mean? The way they took a nosedive after they left the Patriots?
How well, here's a name I'll just pick out random, Deion Lewis. Remember, no one knew about that guy, and then he is amazing.
Are you
fantasy
saying they did well once they joined the Patriots? I got you.
Yeah.
Chris Hogan.
Chris Hogan.
What happened to him since he left the Patriots? I think he played for the Panthers, maybe, or the Buffs, Buffalo. But
and I want to say he started with Buffalo. He played for the Panthers. I want to say he was on the Jets. I don't think he played last year though. I mean, dude, we could go down this list and just talk about all these people. But
yes, I think. Well, I'll finish real quick. So, I think Belichick just didn't have that component anymore. Tried Cam Newton. Obviously, that was a joke. Our defense still played great this year. We weren't that bad. We stayed in a lot of those games, and every time we lost those close games, it was because it came down to our offense having to score. And Cam Newton choked on 3 of those fucking games. Broke my
Seattle.
Heart. Yeah, so I don't know. Tom Brady obviously.
About this too, though. The Patriots lost so many pieces in free agency this year. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Tom Brady. Their receiving core was just shit. Right? They traded a 2nd-round pick for Mohamed Sanu. Didn't even bring him back. They lost mainly a lot of pieces on defense. Jamie Collins, Danny Shelton, like all these pieces, Trey Flowers, all these guys left in free
Mhm.
agency. Then they got double boned by COVID, right? They had the most starter. I think they had the most opt outs out of any team, but they were all starters. Like you had impactful players like Marcus Cannon. Is it Gannon or Cannon? Cannon, right?
And then, yeah.
Dante Hightower. Like you guys were just you guys were screwed. Guys brought
Yeah.
back Brian Hoyer. It's like we knew it
Oh,
wasn't gonna
man.
go well. You know?
Yeah, we were watching that game. They almost pulled that out, surprisingly.
And
But
Brian Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer,
Did what
yeah,
he
lost
does.
his.
So you don't think that it discredits Belichick whatsoever? Because you know
Not at all.
I had no problem rooting for the Buccaneers this year. I always
Mhm.
super hated the Patriots and Tom Brady, but now that they're like separate, I didn't mind the Patriots. I didn't mind Tom Brady, but part of me just didn't want Tom Brady to go to the Super Bowl. One, because we've seen him there so many times as of late. All right, we just saw the Chiefs. I wanted something new. But two, I was worried that people were going to say that it was Brady all along, not Belichick. You know, because I always made the argument, because I'm a huge Peyton Manning guy. I think Peyton Manning is the best quarterback I've ever seen, best quarterback I will ever see. I'll stand by that. I mean, I can get behind the greatest of all time thing about Tom Brady. Making 10 Super Bowls, dude, that's never going to be done again. But I still think Peyton Manning was the greatest, not the best passer, but he was just the best overall quarterback. Like, that dude just knew where to put the ball, knew what you were doing before you ran it. Anyway, I was always worried that if Tom Brady did well outside of New England, that people were going to say it was him. Because I was always of the idea that I always used was it the 2007 season or whatever, that Tom Brady tore his ACL and the Patriots still won 11 games. So I was always, of the idea that it was Belichick, not Brady, but might not be the case, dude. Doesn't look like it from this year.
Matt Cass was a good quarterback.
I think it's probably a little bit of both. But if Patrick Mahomes wins his second Super Bowl, how much do you guys think that'll change how he's talked about the rest of his career?
I already think everyone sucks that guy off way too much, okay?
Oh, he's great, but he's got a little. He probably has too much hype, but he deserves all of it.
Because okay, so I could talk forever about this. I dislike Patrick Mahomes so much. He seems like an okay guy. I didn't think anything of him coming out of college. I just think he's overhyped way too much, dude. Like, we see people, he'll make stupid throws. Don't get me wrong. He's a great passer. And I know people always say, oh, if you give his offensive weapons to Cam Newton down in New England, they'd be in the Super Bowl right now. I don't think that's true. I think Tyreek Hill is amazing. I think Travis Kelce is amazing. Other than that, I think their offense is not that good. I really don't. So, I mean, I'll admit he's probably the greatest quarterback I've ever seen play, outside of Peyton Manning, of course. But I also super put a lot of that into Andy Reid as well. I give him a lot of credit for that.
Andy Reid doesn't get enough credit.
No.
And neither does their offensive coordinator.
Dude,
but you're right. Mahomes is great, and Hill and Kelce are great, but Andy Reid does deserve more credit with just the scheme and just how well they execute.
Mm-hmm. See, I think the best quarterback of all time is Michael Vick. Without it, hands down. I'm being serious, and the reason why is because you can't create another quarterback there. You know.
But in what sense is he the greatest quarterback? I know we've had this debate before, but what was he the greatest at?
Well, speed, athleticism, character.
We can't say he was the greatest passer of all time. That's just not true. He literally had 2 seasons over 3,000 yards.
He had
2 seasons over 20 touchdowns.
He had like a 56% completion percentage when he started.
Oh, dude, what is his career at now? It's his career percentage is at 56.2 right now. So, no, we can't say he's the greatest passer. Is he the greatest rushing quarterback we've ever seen? I think Lamar Jackson's not a good quarterback, but I think he's taken that over, dude. He shattered his rushing record.
All right, let's change the subject.
Before you get pissed off.
I sat there saying Peyton Manning was the greatest quarterback.
He is, dude. Come on.
That's debatable, but
I agree.
you're my friend. I love you. I'll let you have your opinion.
Thank
All right.
you. Speaking
Yeah.
of, dude, why do you think Eric Bieniemy? Do you think there's something behind that about him not getting a job?
Honestly, I can't really elaborate on that because I don't know too much about the situation.
I just looked it up. I didn't realize Lamar had another 1,000-yard rushing season this year. Damn. Way better than Vic. Anyway, we're moving on. No, I these head coaching hires, every single one of them except for the Jets, have really thrown me off, man. I don't know why the Falcons brought in Arthur Smith. I mean, that Titans offense outside. I mean, Ryan Tannehill was good from time to time, but outside of Derrick Henry, there's not much there. That'll be heavily debatable. Nick Sirianni, dude, I'm a Colts fan, and I liked him as our offensive coordinator, but I didn't think there was any way in hell he was going to get a legit head coaching job.
Mm.
Who else? Dude, the guy that got hired in Los Angeles? I don't even know his name.
Oh yeah. He's like Sean McVay's protege or something.
All
like
these
that.
guys are these days, man.
Ryan Tannehill turned it around after he got away from Adam Gase.
And Ryan Tannehill's good. I won't disagree with that. I always go back to one of our sports contributors, Timothy Ann, wrote a piece about how good he's been. I'll give him credit for that. But Arthur Smith, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, dude, I mean, he's piggybacking off of how good Derrick Henry is, which is cool. But I just didn't. I'm surprised he didn't get the head coaching job. Yeah, he's been with Tennessee forever, but damn, he's been with Tennessee since 2011. They've only had a good offense like 2 times in that whole period. But anyway, I mean, it's just, it blows my mind because, I mean, there's so much hype behind Eric Bieniemy, and I don't know if there's anything actually to it or what. I mean, there's got to be a reason this dude's not getting a call. You know what I mean? It's got to be. But I mean, we'll never know. What the hell is this head coach's name, dude? Why can't I find it? It's because I'm not wearing my glasses. That's why. Brandon Staley. Hey, is what it is. Did you see the press conference for when the Lions brought on Dan Campbell?
Oh yeah.
That was so corny, dude.
That was weird.
Let's talk about it. I thought that was so stupid. I saw people
thought,
like, that makes me want to run through a wall right now. I'm so hyped. No, it was stupid. That's something my Yaffle coach.
You say we're going to kick him in the teeth?
So we're going to kick him in the teeth. They're going to knock us down on our way up. We're going to bite their kneecap off or something stupid like that, dude. That dude he's roiding for sure, right?
It's unprofessional, huh?
No, it was just stupid, dude. It was cheesy. It wasn't even good. I like Dan Campbell. I thought he definitely deserved to be a head coach. I thought he did a good job whenever he took over as the interim head coach a couple of years ago. But I mean, I didn't like it. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, man.
Okay. We should wrap it up there, yeah?
Hey, never a good spot to cut off, right?
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and apologize again that we missed last week's episode. We'll bring Malambo back on because it was an awesome episode, so we'll get that going again. Yeah, kid. What are you gonna do to celebrate for your birthday?
I'm just gonna sleep all day, man. Just kidding. I had to work all day, but hey, that's growing old. But oh well. I gotta get out. I gotta get insurance now.
Hey,
so
there you go.
my mom specifically told me that we need to sit down and talk about it. We're gonna go over healthcare options.
You better get that shit soon because we're going snowboarding this week, dude. And we're not good snowboarders. And we're going to one of the hardest mountains around us. We're okay, but we're going to one of the hardest mountains around us, dude. We got to be Shit, we gotta take you down the bunny hills until that insurance kicks in.
Right? Yeah.
Bunny man,
Yeah. But
happy birthday, dude. Pour one
oh,
out.
thanks, man. Yeah, we're gonna AJ and I and Tomas or Stepan, excuse me, and my girlfriend and AJ's fiance and everybody's gonna be going to Purgatory, Colorado. So we're gonna be bombing some hills, man. Some pow, dude.
How far of a drive is that?
It's like 3.5 hours, 3 hours. Not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and all our social medias as well. Subscribe to our newsletter, as now we are now doing weekly newsletters. And make sure to check us out. Give us a like. Hit that notification. And once again, sponsored by ADXD Apparel. Check out their, I think they're still in their fall edition, but still check them out. All right. Take it easy. Peace.